Hello, everyone. My name is Tarsha Bowman, and I am going to share with you my inner session. My inner house is not complete yet. And I'd like to start off with a poem. As I put pen to paper, I am contemplating on what to write. As this poem must sum up my last chapter, my new chapter is yet to begin. As I've written before, my life has been an emotional roller coaster. My ups have to been to see my beautiful children every time I come home, and my downs have once before dealt with emotional and physical abuse. But you know what I did? I forgave. When a smile was present on the outside, deep down inside, I felt fat and ugly. My voice, it carried a harmonious tone to some, soothing and comforting. But with every movement of my tongue, I wanted to say the opposite. Help me, comfort me, encourage me. My mind stayed afloat like a balloon with constant thoughts swimming through his head. With constant thoughts swimming through his head. But it was my heart was weighed down with the most because I loved everyone else more than I did myself. And each year as I am growing older, I now realize one thing. It is God who strengthens me. And although I've summed everything up in a nutshell, I now know my worth. And my new chapter is yet to begin. So I wanted to share a PowerPoint with you a little bit about my life story and how it all began. Because when you once before asked me, how do I find peace in a world of chaos? I would not be able to answer that if you asked me this question maybe 7 years ago or maybe even 20 years ago. And in this, I share with you how my inner house wasn't equipped yet. So it all started during my teenage years of when I was in high school. I did not take life seriously at all. I basically just went through school, focused on everything else. And I can admit during that time I was focused on boys and my friends and everything to that nature. So during when it came time to graduate, I barely graduated from high school. I had to take summer classes and take an extra class during this time. I also was dealing with low self-esteem. Role and responsibility. In dealing with low self-esteem, I looked at myself in the mirror and I saw myself 3 to 4 times larger than what I actually was. I barely even gave a smile. And in all that, trying to graduate from high school, I found out later on that I was pregnant in October or November in 1998. And I had my son in January of 1999. So it was I had to get ready very quickly. And I had to try to equip my house in a very fast manner because I had a baby on the way and I needed for him to be prepared. So in 2004, it was his very first year of preschool. And in him being in preschool, because I was viewed upon the teachers as looking young, they thought I was his big sister versus his parents. And they viewed me in a manner which is that I feel that maybe I did not even belong here because I was not going to be taken seriously. But I knew that I had to give the best life for my son. So in doing that, I made sure that I was involved in everything that needed to be involved in because I wanted to give him the best option and I did not want him to be like me and not really take life seriously. I wanted him to go on a different path. And in that same year where I felt as if I was not good enough, I was diagnosed with lupus in 2004. And for some of you who may or may not know what that is, it's an autoimmune condition and it can affect different parts of your body, such as your hair, your joints, your organs, and different things to that nature. And I consider lupus as a learning condition. And it being a learning condition, I was also given a life expectancy where I probably would not make the age of 30. And I can tell you now that here I am at the age of 38. So I'm really thankful to God that I'm here to be able to share this story with you and with others. And in learning that, when I told people what lupus was, they looked at me as if as if I kind of was like on a death row or something to that nature, because everyone that they knew, they had experienced death with that. So it sunk me into a deep depression where not only am I dealing with being a teenage mother, I'm dealing with low self-esteem. I was dealing with depression. And I really wasn't for sure how to share with others being diagnosed with lupus. So I kept it in silence for at least 9 years. And in 2013, I wrote a book. And it was a book of poetry. One of them, which I just shared with you, my introduction to my new beginning. And in that, I released everything from my heart. And I named the book The Revelations of My Heart. So I talked about being in toxic relationships, not making the best choices. I released the book Revelations of the Heart, and where I actually broke my silence and I shared with everyone to know that although I've been through this, you can make it through it and you can accomplish anything that you have going on in your life. That year, I also lost my job at the end of December of 2013. And I also became a lupus awareness advocate. And in becoming a lupus awareness advocate, again, I shared my story with others just so they know that you are not alone. In your inner house, you can equip it as well. And I decided to say peace to all the negativity that I dealt with. And I started to change my life and owning my own truth and understanding that I am who I am. And me being through everything that I went through, it's a life journey, but it made me exactly who I am. And in that, I learned to do daily affirmations because at one point, I only looked at myself in the mirror. And in looking at myself in the mirror, I didn't notice me. I noticed everything else around me. So I started to do a little self tips and tell myself, you are beautiful, you are worthy. And I did self care for myself and made sure that sometimes I told others, no, I need to take time for myself. It's okay to tell others no because you have to make sure that not only that you are important, your mental health is just as important as well, because you have to continue to be the best person for you and you have to continue to be the best person for whatever situation you may have going on, whether it's work, family, taking care of someone or different things to that nature. Because sometimes we as women, we make sure that everyone else is okay. We forget to take care of ourselves. And in breaking my silence, I had to seek counseling. I just recently started going to counseling a couple years ago because I have been an overthinker for a very long time. And my counselor told me one important thing that really stuck with me. And she stated to make the decision and trust the decision. And then you trust in that decision, either it's going to work or it's not going to work. But you trust that decision and you go with it. And if not, try it again and try it a different way. And all this, what I did was I decided to make my motto, I'm not defined by my diagnosis. I am defined by my lifestyle, which is blessed. And I said peace to all negativity and hello to positiveness. And I'm listing my contact information for anyone that may like to network with me because I'm located in Columbia, South Carolina, and I'm the founder of Miss Mirage LLC. And I deliver a message of encouragement, love, and inspiration. And in delivering this message, I just want to share with others that you are important. And please don't forget to take care of yourself and say no sometimes. It is okay to say no because you are just as important. And I want you to know that regardless, whatever you may be going through, just know that all these different things that came upon you, you will get better because it is who you are and you can continue to play the best parts. You can continue to be the best person for you. And then by you remembering to be the best person for you, that whatever season you are coming upon, you will be the best person for that season as well. Is there any questions that someone may have for me? And thank you so much, Miss Jones. I really appreciate your comment. And for those who may or may not know what lupus is, and if you'd like to know more information on it, and that's just me being the lupus awareness advocate that I am, you can visit www.lupus.org to find out more information. And also every second every second Saturday in May, we host a Lupus Awareness event. And that's for anyone who may want to come out and know that you are not alone in this journey. And you will learn that being in a journey dealing with mental health, that mental health is real. And when someone asks me, how do you find peace in living in a world of chaos? I answer that question by saying, you find peace by making sure that you are the best person for you. And by you being the best person for you, you're able to continue on and be the best person for whatever position you may have for you. So I just continue to encourage you, just continue to be the best person for yourself and know that regardless of your flaws, you are perfect and you are perfect for that situation. And again, I'm Tasha Mirage. I'm in Columbia, South Carolina, and I like to leave one last poem with you. It's called Statistic. I cannot cross my T's and dot my I's because see those aren't even my initials, but I can cross my T's and curve my B's because that is me. And I am not a statistic. I'm a woman with children. My son, if in third grade he had low grades, he had a scholarship, not of college, but of Joe. And with my girls, they were expected to be called any and everything less than a queen. And at the age of 24, I was diagnosed with lupus, given a life expectancy to the age of 30. And here I am, 38. So, see, we are not a statistic. And my son that I've mentioned, he has graduated from high school and is now living his own life. And my girls, I am teaching them that you are not a statistic. So, you make sure that you give it your best. So again, I say I cannot cross my T's and dot my I's because see, those are not even my initials. But I can cross my T's and curve my B's because that is me. And I am not a statistic, and neither are you. So if you ever feel as if you are not qualified for a position, try it. You never know what can happen. If you ever feel as if you're going through low self-esteem, I encourage you to know that you are beautiful and that you are worthy and that you are going to overcome that. If you ever going through depression, I know I went through it and sometimes it tries to creep back on me. And I tell them, no, you're not coming in this inner house. You have to go. And I encourage you. And if you're diagnosed with an autoimmune condition or any condition, I want you to know, continue to keep on striving because you're going to be okay. And make sure to reach out to your support system. Please don't try to hold any and everything inside because that support system, get with somebody that you're confident with and that you can share that information, regardless if it's professional or if it is personal. Reach out to somebody. We as women, we need to share these type of things, and even as individual, you need to share and not hold it inside, because by holding it inside, it's trying to mess with you. And I can tell you, being that I've been through everything, overcoming low self-esteem, overcoming depression, being a teenage mom, I can personally tell you that I'm still here. Although I'm not perfect at all, I'm perfect for every situation that I was given, even if I couldn't figure it out at that moment. And just for you, you're perfect for the same situation, regardless of what you may be going through. So if it may look, dark, or it may not look like it's not the best, just know that you're going to get through it and you're going to overcome it. And when you do, that's one obstacle that you've overcame this time, and whatever may be going the next time, you get over that as well. You know why? Because you are giving it the best of you. And you took that time to make sure that you were okay physically and mentally. So, although I've shared all this, my inner house wasn't equipped yet, but I can tell you now, my inner house is equipped and your inner house is equipped too. So, yeah, keep on living, breathing, loving, staying encouraged, and inspired. And I'm Tarsha Mirage, located in Columbia, South Carolina. Thank you so much for all the comments. I love it. I love that y'all said thank you for being transparent and being vulnerable. Thank you, Miss Maria Jones. Thank you, Miss Noel. Thank you, Miss Sabrina Brown. And thank you. Please do not forgive me. Thank you so much for that. You're welcome. Thank you. I do not want to mess up your name, but I see it. Chinwe. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Shakila. I apologize if I messed it up. And y'all just know that y'all continue to stay encouraged, continue to love, continue to inspire, and just know that you are awesome, you are beautiful, and you got this. That's what I can say. And I say peace to that negativity and hello to the positive. Okay, so again, I'm Tarsha Bowman, CEO, founder of Miss Mirage, where I deliver a message of love, encouragement, inspiration. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, connect with me on, I always say it wrong, but LinkedIn, connect with me. And thank y'all all so much for joining in and listening. I really appreciate the encouraging words because honestly, I was not even going to apply for this because I thought I didn't qualify. But God saw fit and gave me a chance and opportunity. And I just want to thank the Women Tech Global Conference and Miss Anna. And thank all of y'all so much. Does anybody else have any questions for me before we go? I hope you guys have a wonderful day as well. And I hope y'all stay encouraged. And again, for more information on lupus, you can visit www.lupus.org. And please get with that confidant, rather professional or personal, and share. It just has to be maybe just one person. Everybody need that vent in the ear sometime. So again, Tarsha Bowman, Columbia, South Carolina, CEO, founder of Miss Mirage. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, at Miss Mirage 81, or you can connect with me at Tarsha Bowman on LinkedIn. Awesome. I'm so glad because I do not want to slaughter anyone's name. Have a great day.